Chapter 4, Nights at the Round Table. Narrow roads wound through the Normandy Village trailer park. Following Marty's directions, I made 2 quick lefts and suddenly found myself staring at a double-wide home. That must be it, I thought. Marty greeted me at the door with a brisk handshake. "Welcome, this is Mickey," he said. Mickey had kind eyes and a warm smile. She appeared to be a little shy even when I extended my hand. After a few moments, Marty said, "Let's go into the kitchen and sit at the table." That round wood table became our visiting place on countless nights. I would sit directly across from Marty. Mickey would be the only an arm's length from her husband. The coffee pot was always on. Several times during the course of an evening, Marty or Mickey would ask, "Can I get you another cup of coffee?" Then they would politely argue about who would get the cup. "I'll get it, honey, just sit down." Or, "No, babe, I've got it." This happened time after time. I don't like to drink coffee at night. Not wanting to offend them, I drank it anyway and drank some more. Sometimes 8 cups of coffee at a sitting. I found out later that Marty purposely kept my cup full, thinking I would leave if it was empty. It was his way of saying, "Please stay." I brought along my notebook for my early visits to the Martinson home. On that first night, I opened it and Marty looked down at Mickey. He nodded towards the notebook and said, "See, he writes stuff down." Marty left school in 9th grade to earn money for the family. For the next 3 years, he worked in a traveling carnival. The job required him to operate all the rides and run penny pitch games at the dart booth. Marty said, "The people I worked with weren't regular carnies. They were clean people." Life with the carnival ended when a draft letter from Uncle Sam in August 1944. Marty was 18 years old when the United States was fighting wars on 2 fronts. As a private in the United States Army, he sailed to the Philippines to fight the Japanese. "I got shot at," Marty said, "and I shot back." He sent most of his pay home so his parents could buy a house. Marty was part of what Tom Brokaw called the greatest generation. I thought he might like to tell me about some of his experiences. I asked him, "Do you have special memories of the war?" The question turned him silent. Tears filled his eyes, and in a soft voice he said, "I saw so many of my friends blown up in front of my face. I can't talk about it." So we didn't. He could talk about the end of the war. He was on a troop transport ship anchored a few miles off the Japanese coast awaiting orders. Our commander told us that a lot of us were going to die when we invaded Japan. "I was scared to death," he said. Then atomic bombs destroyed the cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, forcing the surrender. Marty said, "When I heard about the bombs, I was happy. Now I feel sad about those poor Japanese people who died. But I got to go home." Other wartime memories were just too painful. His grandson asked him to come to school to talk about World War II. On the night he told me about his grandson's invitation, he said, I can't." Then he threw back his head and let out a high-pitched cry. Mickey jumped from the chair and put an arm around Marty. "It's okay, honey, it's okay," she said. "You don't have to talk about it." Mickey had grown up under difficult circumstances, too. When she was 9 years old, her parents were forced to give up their children because they couldn't care for them. 9 brothers and sisters were shipped off to orphanages. Marty's quiet way attracted her when they first met. It also nearly kept them apart. Mickey found the other men she had dated a little too brassy for her. She met Marty through her sister. He was quiet, shy, and handsome, she told me. But Marty was too shy to ask her out, and she insisted that he personally ask her for a date. He had approached her sister to see if Mickey might be interested in him. He did ask her out. Still uncertain whether she wanted to date him, Mickey asked her sister what she thought of Marty. "He would be a good catch," she said. "Besides, he's good to his mother." That was enough. They courted for 2 years before they were married by a justice of peace in a furniture store on June 1st, 1950. That was when you could get married for $2. "The license cost us $2, Marty said. "And we had to borrow that," chimed in Mickey. They both laughed at the memory. "We've had a beautiful marriage," Marty said. "Our friends call us the M&M kids. Get it? M for Marty and M for Mickey." The early years were the difficult ones for the M&M kids, as they were the most young couples they knew. "We brushed our teeth with Life Buoy soap," Marty said. His wife worked as a store clerk for 35 cents an hour. "We paid a babysitter 25 cents an hour," Mickey said, "so I was working for 80 cents a day." Their only guilty pleasure was smoking. That, too, was a subject to their tight budget. "We smoked winged cigarettes," Marty told me. "We could get them for 15 cents a pack. They were really long, so we cut them in half. Instead of having 20 cigarettes, we had 40. Marty worked in newspaper shops in a few small towns over the course of 42 years before he retired. "It's my only regret. I should have quit sooner," he said. "I love mixing with people, and I get to do that now." He worked in a restaurant for a while, then for 17 months took care of a man who suffered from Parkinson's disease. He worked for another restaurant after that. Then a friend heard that Walmart was looking for greeters at the local store, and he encouraged Marty to apply. The woman who hired Marty told me that when she offered him the job, he broke down and cried. I asked Marty about that moment. He said, "Yeah, I remember it. After she told me I was hired, she walked out to the hallway and I heard her say to someone, 'Boy, I've got a honey in there.'"